Hey, did you know reality transurfing has a rule? Yeah, it goes like this. You be you. Let others be themselves. Pendulums also have a rule. And the pendulum rule goes like this. Do as I do. All a pendulum wants is your energy. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what's going on in the world and how I create my reality in today's video. See you inside. Kathie Owen here, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about transforming your life in magic fashion. Today, I'm going to talk to you about reality creation and what happened to me this weekend. So, as we all know, what's going on in the world is not a good thing. I was in flow on Friday. Absolute awesome flow, which means synchronicities were coming like crazy because I wasn't letting the outside world get in here specifically. So I made the mistake, just 3-minute mistake, of getting on to my social media, Facebook. I usually only do social media for my business. So I got on to Facebook and started reading posts, and I was like, ouch. I could actually feel my energy going psh, 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 gone. Yeah, wasn't good. But I got back in a zone and finished my day, and it all went okay. So the next morning, I made the mistake of going to the little gal's toxic positivity. My little fitness gal I talk about, I'm sure she's labeled me as toxic positivity, like to all of her followers. Funny. The pendulum hooked me because I went on to her site. I don't follow her anymore. Like I've said in a previous video, I go observe her behavior to see how that toxic positivity is working for her. She won't. She forces. Remember that word, force, because that's what she does. She forces her opinion on others. When me, I use power. I don't tell anybody they're right or they're wrong. You just go with the flow. That's how you stay unhooked from a pendulum. I made the mistake, reality transurfing mistake, of not letting her be herself because she had posted something about if you're not angry right now, you're not paying attention. And she proceeded to have an argument with me on her platform or her Instagram page that I was blinded by the light. Eventually, I just agreed with her. I'm like, you're right, because I am blinded by the light. And I like where I'm at because it feels a lot better than that dark side. Because here's my thing. Here's where I stand on this. My reality, I don't see color. I seriously had to think, okay, I want to ask my friends of color how they feel about this situation. What do they think? And I had to really think, who are my friends of color? And honestly, if the world worked like that, which my reality does, this wouldn't even be a discussion. This wouldn't be a topic. Because what this is really and truly a wrong injustice. It's wrong abuse of power. Myself, I could sit here and cry all day long about the abuse of power that's taken place in my life, of the court system, of the justice system, of attorneys, of legal stuff. But where does that get me? That just makes me mad. And if you look at the power versus force chart of consciousness, you will see that when you're in anger, you're using force. It never gets you anywhere. It only makes you shaky. That's the pendulum. The pendulum at work. Because the pendulum wants you to do as I do. So, hello, hook. Don't go there. Don't go to the dark side. Don't go there. I had to really come back. I mean, I'm following even some spiritual people, and they're like, we feel bad that we're white. That just it blows my mind. Explosion. This is my thought on that. God made us what he made us. What you do with it is where the power is. You can't sit there and go, oh shit, I'm white, I feel bad because a white guy beat a black guy, killed a black guy. Whew. Is it wrong? Abso-freaking-lutely, it's wrong on so many levels. But if people had the right vision of reality, this never ever would have happened. We wouldn't even need law enforcement because you'd abide by the law. If you lived and were blinded by the light. That's all. Be blinded by the light. Don't be blinded by the darkness, because when you're in the darkness, you can't even see. Oh, but you can see what you think you see. That's the whole problem right there, dear little, what's her name on Instagram? And anybody, because it's just asinine to think it's about color and to get angry about it. What you want to do is change your reality and see the reality for the light. Just imagine for 1 second, if that police officer had been in a different reality and had been given the tools he needed to see that he was only killing himself by killing that guy. We are all one. We wouldn't even be talking about this right now. Another thing we got to think about, and I wrote a blog post about this, is police officers have to see the most horrible things. They're the first at a car accident where body parts are everywhere. They're the first at a scene of violence. They are risking their lives constantly, and they see the most horrible things. My son has a friend who's a police officer. He's young, and here's the thing. He has already had a baby die in his arms. I think he's been a police officer for 18 months, if even that. He's already had a baby die in his arms. He's already had to shoot and kill a man. Horrible. At 24 years young. I saw his mama on Saturday night, the news. He's working 14-hour days, 7 days a week. I told her, I said, I'm praying for your son. I'm praying for all law enforcement. And you know what she told me? She told me, I am too. And that woman stood in faith and she was fine. And I could tell she had the peace, because a mother's prayer is the most powerful prayer in the world. The most powerful prayer in the world. Look at my video about that. Yeah, it happens. I'm praying for peace. I'm praying that others do not see color of skin anymore. It's probably not going to happen in my lifetime, but it will happen. And when it does, they're going to look back at this and see what I see right now. The craziness of this all. It's just crazy. But we are awakening. Our consciousness is rising. What's happened, they were in quarantine all this time. Now all of a sudden, nobody's scared of the virus. They're scared of color. They're protesting in groups, not social distancing. What the hell? They are following the dark power that is going, hey, okay, they're out of quarantine now. Things are starting to get back. Let's throw the color card out there and let's see how they react. Don't give in to that. That's the darkness. Where are you putting your power? Is it in your heart or is it in the dark? she got mad at me because I unfollowed her. She looked at my stuff. It's funny because I only have like 300 followers and she's got like 15,000. Poor lost souls. And she actually put something on there. Yeah, I think I made her angry because I was gone for a while, because I really don't look at that stuff. I'm not going to go there. She thought she made me angry. It's kind of funny because I told her, I said, no, you didn't make me angry. I'm over here blinded by the light, like you said. She goes, yeah, then we agree then. And I'm like, I didn't respond to her because I'm not going to. I realized her girl's too in darkness to see. But I realized there's no use in doing that. That's just giving the pendulum what it wants and is telling me to do as it does. And my reality doesn't work that way. I protect this. I dropped importance. Whatever, it's no big deal. So you got to drop importance. You got to find advantage in everything. I found advantage. I found love and light in this. I realized that my friends of color, my friends, or the ones that I've talked to so far, their friends of color are telling them they're not being black enough. They're not getting mad. And I can only imagine how they feel. I mean, I kind of feel the same way because I feel like I'm white. God made us. The universe made us. Our higher being made us the color we are. It's what you do with it that counts. What are you doing with your color? What are you doing with your whatever God gave you? What are you doing with those gifts? They are all gifts. What are you doing with them? Ask yourself that. That's my video for today. Until next time. Peace out.